Sorry if I look like trash right now. I actually just woke up. I went and like washed my face and brushed my teeth and then was like, let me go record a video. So that's what I'm doing now. And obviously by the title of this video, I'll be talking about my experience as being the first male finalist for the NFL Colts Cheerleaders. And like, it's like a cool thing to say, but like, it's whatever, to be completely honest. Like my experience with the Colts Cheerleaders it was an experience to say the least, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today, is talking about all that. I was gonna do it like while I was doing my makeup, but I just wanna be like focused on this because it happened like a week ago and like I just wanna make sure I recollect everything. And yeah, let's just jump into the video. Let's say I found out about the auditions like maybe 2 days before they actually happened. I think I was just like scrolling through Facebook and I saw my friend Morgan. I used to like teach with her at a studio and she was like posting about it on Facebook and I was like, okay, that seems like pretty cool. Like I'm not doing anything. I actually was supposed to be going on a cruise and working on a cruise ship for like 7 months, or dancing on a cruise ship for like 7 months, but I like messed up my ankle really bad and I didn't pass my medicals. I got like hired and everything, but I didn't pass the medicals, so I couldn't go on that. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything. Let me go try out for the Colts Cheerleaders. There was like pre-workshop classes and just like a bunch of stuff happening like before that, like pre-registration and all that. And I didn't do any of that. I just kind of just showed up. On the website, it said like registration was like $20, but I didn't pay anything, so whatever. And so I got there on Saturday, I want to say. Was this Saturday? Maybe a Friday, I don't know. I got there whatever day it was, and just like popped up. I had my headshot and resume already, and I have that video posted of like the first day. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'll like link it somewhere on the screen, or I'll put it in the description box below, but go check that video out because it's pretty cool. I just showed like my getting ready for the audition and how that all turned out. But anyways, so I got there on the first audition day, walked in, and everyone was like really excited right off the bat for me to be there, I think, because I just don't think they were expecting a guy, and I was the first guy to show up. So there was one other guy, but he didn't make it to the finals, but I was the first guy to show up, so I'm just pretty sure like they were all just like, you know, kind of freaking out. Well, they were. Not like freaking out, but they were all just like, you know, everyone was like coming towards me, like all of the staff, just to make sure they like introduce themselves and things. So that was pretty cool. Like everyone was really geeked to see me. So I kind of felt like welcomed right off the bat. Like I was like kind of really happy to be there when I first got there. And all the girls were really cool. Like we were just like saying, hey, what's up? Like getting to know all the girls when we first got there. So we first got there and we like, I registered, signed in, did all that fancy stuff. And then we go in to take the group picture, or not the group picture, but like our individual shots. So everyone gets like their own couple of shots that comes to the audition. And those are like nice pictures. Those are the pictures like you've seen of me. I wear like the ASU tank top and I have like the Adidas pants on. Those are from my like first audition. So I got there like 30 minutes early. And so we're sitting there for a while, kind of like stretching and warming up and getting to know everyone. The audition starts. It's pretty cool. Like we all spread out. And so I think there's like 60 to 70 of us. And we're all like lined up indoors. And we're on the Colts practice field. The choreographer, they said that she doesn't like actually choreograph for the team. She just like does the auditions. She started giving us the routine. And I think like the girls already knew it for the most part. I'm pretty sure. I think like they were taught it already. And it was like really simple. Like the Colts cheer dance isn't that hard, to be honest. It's just all very similar. Like a couple of moves that are like, they literally use in every one of their dances. So it's like kind of hard to like remember what dance this was and like what's next, because like we do the same moves, or they did the same moves a lot. Which would, I guess, kind of be really cool to see the Colts cheerleaders kind of branch out and do like different styles or whatever, but whatever, that's another topic for another day. So yeah, we learned the audition dance, which was like pretty easy. I don't know, this audition just wasn't like, this whole audition process just wasn't like an actual audition I've ever been to. Like everyone's like really nice, and I guess it's because like you have to be like super nice and positive and happy all the time when you're a Coach cheerleader, which is like cool. Like I understand that, and I was like prepared for that. But like at the audition, like when you were like, you know, so like you switch lines, so everyone has a chance to be at the front to learn. So like after maybe like 15 to 20 minutes, like the front line will go to the back, and everyone's like, all right, good job, woo, yay. Like, I don't know, like I was just like, just switching lines, calm down. It was kind of like that the entire weekend. Like everyone was cheering for like everything, and like just super, 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 super happy like all the time. And it was just like, I don't know. Like I love the fact that everyone was so positive and like super happy and stuff and cheerful, and like it was a really good time to be around. But like it's a lot of times it just seemed like forced. Like it was like, calm down. Like we're trying to learn the dance. Like everyone's stressed out. Like I don't need your 5,000 teeth smiling in my face when I can't get this move. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to be, at least not in the audition process. Like I like to like be able to like be within myself during an audition. Like I'm not trying to worry about like your feelings or like how I can boost you up morally. At least like not during an audition. So I think the first day, like I was just very taken back by that. Like I was just like, oh my god, everybody's so nice. But I think like over the week I grew and like opened up more because I just like kind of really enjoyed everyone. I was like, I mean, don't fight the process, you know what I mean? Like join it. There's no point in like fighting it. Sorry, I went off on like a random spiel for like 5 minutes, but this video is gonna be forever long. And then we split up in like groups of 3 and went and did the dance for like 2 judges, and I don't know, it was like 3 of the coaches maybe, and like 2 football players on the team, and like someone in like higher up staff or something, I don't really know. We did the dance for them, and then after that they announced who made it to the finals, blah blah blah. If you guys want to know more about the first day, like you can watch that video. It was kind of a lot that happened that day, but not really. Anyways, this was like our little playbill for the show. So day 2 comes and it's the fitness test day. It was the hell, almost. In 2019, like I haven't been working out as much as I did in like 2018 towards the end. And that was really just because of like my ankle, and I kind of been busy with work, and I'm choreographing a musical right now. So I haven't been like working out as much. And so we had this fitness test, and like I was about to die. And I was like the only person that didn't bring any water. We had to hold a plank for 5 minutes, and not everyone like did it. Like I made it to the 5 minutes, and there were like maybe like, I don't know, around like 10-15 other people that made it to 5 minutes. And we had to go through like these workout intervals. So like we would do a set of like these things of workouts. So there were like 4 exercises that we would have to do, and they were like pretty intense exercises, and we would do them back to back, each for 2 minutes. We'd have like a 30-second break, and we would like switch lines and then go do 4 different things and then have a 30-second break and then switch line. And so right there, I thought we were only doing like 2 sets of everything. And then they're like, when we got done with the first 2 sets of everything, I was like, okay, good, like that was lit, like we're set. Everyone was like, we're halfway done, woo! I was like, halfway done? I was so dog tired. Like, it was really just because it was like hot in there, and like I had this huge sweater on. I wasn't really prepared for the fitness test. I didn't even know we were doing it that day, and I didn't bring any water, so like I was just dying. And I just held my plank for 5 minutes. The boy was on edge. I was about to die. But I made it through. Like we all made it through. Like I was actually pretty proud of everyone that like just stuck through. Like I was like, okay, got some strong girls here. We got some talent. Yeah, that was the fitness test. And then what did we do that day? I think we just like learned a dance. No, we started learning the opener after the fitness test. So we started to learn our opening dance, which is like 10 minutes long, but it was really just like, we would say like, it was where we kind of introduced ourselves, and then like we split in half, and the first half danced to one song and we danced to the second song. It was the same choreo. It was the choreo we learned in our audition dance, but we did it to 2 different songs. We used the same song from our audition dance, but like the first group used a really fast song, and it was kind of shitty, but whatever. And then we went home. So like rehearsals are from 10 or 6 to 10. So we did that from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Day 2 came, so we were given YouTube links of either an A routine, a B routine, or a C routine, or just 3 different dance routines. And we had to we were given which one we had to learn, and we had to perform those or audition those on Tuesday. So we had to learn those from a YouTube link and then come in with them prepared for the audition. And they weren't like super hard dances, but again, like the Colts Cheerleaders, all of their dances look the exact same. So it was just kind of hard to learn it and remember like other things too, because it was just all really similar. It's cool to like do that and learn from like a person in front of you, but it's like 10 times harder to learn like choreo that's all super similar from a YouTube video. It's just kind of challenging, but we got through that. Tuesday, I did what routine? C routine, and it was probably the cutest routine out of all 3, but I don't think I did too hot on Tuesday. I just messed up like once or twice, but whatever. Yeah, I still like killed it. I'm not saying I didn't do good, but at this point, like I'm starting to like open up a little more. Everyone's like really nice. The coaches are like, you know, helping me out with things that I'm not really used to, like kick lines and things like that. So everyone's like super cool, or so that's what I'm thinking. And Wednesday's like a pretty chill day. Really, the rest of the week was pretty chill. We kind of just rehearsed and did more of the show for the rest of the week. So like Wednesday, Thursday, we just kind of learned, I think what did we do? We just set the show really, and we learned the closing number, which is another routine we kind of had to, they learned it in the audition workshop, but if you weren't there, you had to learn it from a YouTube video, and we kind of went over it some in rehearsal, so it wasn't that bad. And that's kind of what we did Wednesday and Thursday. And actually someone from like the higher staff or whatever came in on, I think on Thursday, I want to say, and she just watched our ABC routines and then our solos. So we also had solos that we had to put in our show. And I think we showed them on Tuesday. I ended up changing mine. So the one I showed on Tuesday wasn't the one and that was because like there was a really big cuss word in the song. I did Todrick Hall's Boys Wear Pink, and I didn't know he said the word fuck like right in the middle of the song. Like, I don't know, it just sounds like a different word. And then I like went and looked at the lyrics and I was like, okay. So I changed it to another Todrick Hall song, Over the Rainbow. It's from the same album. I just wanted to give some type of message that empowered boys who danced or did things that were just like different from the norm. And so my song Over the Rainbow was kind of about that. So we did our solos and our group A, B, or C routines. We split up in groups of 3 for our A, B, and C routine. And we did that for her, and she just really liked it. Or she said she really loved it. I actually post my solo now.
Boys on the crack, little boys on the shack, little boys tough and stuff and little boys on the dance, little boys wearing pants, little boys are bold and tough, little boys and somewhere over the rainbow, there's a man.
That was my solo from the day we did it at auditions, and then we did it on stage also, obviously. And then Friday I had interviews with like some board of the Colts staff, like their higher staff or whatever. And so we had to get like really dressed up and go in during like the middle of the day. So my interview was at like 1 o'clock, and I went in with like 4 other girls. There was the people sitting on one side of the table and we were on the other, in like our nice, real cute dressed up outfits. Just like asked us random questions. So like I think my questions were like, where do I see myself in 5 years? And like when I get a no in an audition, like what does that mean for me? And I guess I should have like peeped that little foreshadow shade, but whatever. I think everyone that was in my like group spoke really well and answered their questions really nicely. Some questions like had to do with like the Colts, some questions just had to do with like ourselves. Most of them had to do with like about our resume and like things that we've done. So it was like a pretty conversational type interview that was really just kind of about us. So it wasn't as intimidating as I thought it was gonna be, but it was still kind of nerve-wracking a little bit. It's cause like we went in there not knowing anything, like not knowing who was gonna be in there or like what they were gonna ask us or anything. So it was kind of like one of those situations, but I think I did pretty well. And then that Friday we had a dress rehearsal at the Hilberg Theater downtown, which is where the show was. like on the circle. Mind you, this week I just want to let you know I was getting like interviews and a lot of press things just regarding me, like the cheerleader thing, because I was the first, you know, male finalist ever. During the dress rehearsal, I had to go out and do a couple of interviews, like a magazine and like TV or something, I don't know really. And I also had my own dressing room, which was pretty nice too. Yeah, and so we had our dress rehearsal and that went really nice. I mean, it was cool, I guess. During all of this, I'm just like really coming to terms with the fact that like I was about to be a Colts cheerleader. Like I didn't think at one point that I wasn't going to make the team. I was just like really starting to accept it. Like I was like, this is really like about to be amazing. Like I'm about to take off, and I'm like, that's just kind of like the mindset that I was having the entire time. Like this is about to be great, is what I was thinking. And then show day comes. And let me tell you what happened on show day. First off, the song starts, like the show starts, like we're about to go out onto the stage or like in the balcony or whatever, wherever you first started your, the dance at or the show. And the music like skips. It's the first song is we will rock you. You know that song. And the music, yeah, it skips and then like stops and then like plays again and like stops again, and we're all just like, what? Like people like, so I started in the balcony, so like we didn't even really make it out to the balcony, but like people like everyone else, well not everyone else, but there's people that like come out through the crowd and then like get onto the stage, and so they're just like up there on stage like, it was just really funny to watch. Like it was hilarious, to be honest. But that happened, and then so they started the music again, and I like really don't know how that happened because we rehearsed so many times, and I really think it was just because like there might have been like a new music person or something, but whatever. So that happened, and then we went on the stage, we did our show, we killed it. Everyone did a really good job, I think. I know I didn't have any like major mess ups in the opening routine, in my group routine. I know we all killed that, and my solo. And also, so during this show, we had to answer like questions right before our routine, and I think, what was my question? The question was if James Israel asked me for advice on how to get the Colts to the Super Bowl next year. And I don't remember who the MC of the show actually was, but he was really cute. And he was a football player on the team. He really loved dance, like his brother was a dancer, and I was just like really taken back. Like I was like, and so when he asked me my question, he like put the microphone in my face, asked me my question, and he was like looking me right in my eyes. And so I looked back at him right in his eyes, and I'm like, and I like blanked. Like I completely didn't even hear the question. Like I didn't know what I forgot. We got our questions like 15 minutes before he went on. So like I knew what I was gonna say and everything. I had it prepared. And he asked me that question, and I was like, if James, it wasn't that long of a pause, but it was like I had to snap back into reality. It was that bad. But my mom said it wasn't that bad. Like she said it was like it was like 1 second of a pause, and I just picked it right back up. But I felt like I was on stage for like years staring at that man, because he was beautiful. Let me tell you this. He was a beautiful soul. I'm like, we've done everything except the closing number. And we've done our solos, we killed it. Everyone was like, oh my God, that was beautiful. Like everything was so good. And it's time for them to announce the team. And so we all go backstage and we're like holding hands, like buddy buddy, super super huggy and tight, and everyone's all like, ooh, you know how girls are. And so we're all like really happy and whatever. And she like says the numbers, and she's like 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, whatever the numbers are. And she skips my number. My heart literally dropped to the bottom of my feet. Like I was like, I just gave a week of my life to this for no reason. Like I was just so like taken back. Like I was like, this is a joke. This is a joke. Like this is a joke. And I was just like really hurt because I put myself like out there for this. You know what I mean? Like I literally stepped out on a huge limb. And you want to know what my answer to my James Israel question was? So they asked me, if James Israel asked you for advice on how to get the team to the Super Bowl next year, what would you say? I said, this was my answer verbatim. And I wrote my answer down in this journal. So we got these journals. We had to I'll tell you about these journals in a second. This was my answer. Mr. James, never be afraid to take risk or break boundaries. You'll never know what's behind a locked door unless you kick it down. That was my answer. But what did they do? They skipped right over my number. Last door I'm kicking down. I'm just kidding. I would never. Like, I'm not gonna let this, this Colts thing or this experience diminish me or ruin my vision of my dream. That's what it didn't do that at all. If anything, it opened me a lot more to like new experiences and just going out and not being afraid to take those risks. Just really taught me a lot about me, and I think prepared me a lot for my future. Yeah, I didn't make the team, but I would never let a situation like this like kill my hope or ruin my vision of my dream. And not to be like shady or like just be negative about the whole, like everything that happened, but I mean, it was all politics. Like, I can't just ignore that or just say like it wasn't. But here's my thing. If you didn't want a boy on the team, like, that's completely fine. Just let me know. Like, you could have let me know that at the beginning of the week and I wouldn't have to have wasted my entire week doing that. One, it was like 45 minutes away from where I lived, where we rehearsed every night. So like, that was a lot in itself. And then I had to call off a lot for my job, which resulted in me getting fired. And I'm not like blaming that on like the Colts Cheerleaders. That was totally my choice and like what everything that I did. And that was on me. But like, I don't know, I just like risked a lot for this. Put a lot into this, and it would just kind of suck to not to get on the team. But as everyone has been saying, there's going to be more doors, something bigger and better is coming. Like, I'm not hurt, I'm not upset, I'm not about to cry or anything, but that was that. I do want to close with this though. So this is something that was really, I thought, just like a really beautiful thing that the Colts Cheerleaders do. So I guess every year they pull a note, they get like a bag or whatever, and everyone's name is in the bag, and you draw a name from, well, I think we did like out of an envelope, and everyone gets a journal, and you write in the journal on the first page whoever's name you got, and like a message to them. And basically the message is basically has to be like you pointing out everything that they did great this week, everything that is beautiful about them, from like their hair to like the way they dance, just everything that is good about that person is in this first message. I'm gonna read you guys my letter to close just so you guys can see or feel what I felt. Elijah, congratulations on making it as a finalist for 2019. You should be so incredibly proud of yourself for breaking boundaries and stereotypes with pro cheerleaders. I know we haven't talked much, but know that I've loved watching you this entire week. I was actually just on the phone with my mom saying, OMG, wait till you watch him, he's amazing. I even started stalking you on Instagram to see more of your dance videos. Shh. Something that I admire is that you truly stayed true to yourself through this entire process. The next chapter of Colts Cheer is one that will make history and change how people view pro cheer. And I 100% think you being here is a huge step in the groundbreaking shifts we're making. I'm so proud of you for making this decision to try out for the team this season. No matter what the outcome is, you've made history. And you've set the bar so high. In my opinion, I think you're a horse shoe-in. Good luck today and leave it all out there. You got this, Vanessa. This is really, really cool. She made the team. She's really pretty. She can dance like her butt off. She can turn for days, honey. But yeah. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you want me to talk a little bit more, I tried to like talk as much about my week without being shady, because like I wouldn't say I'm not that kind of person, but like I don't want to be that kind of person here. But yeah, if you guys want any like more details, feel free to hit me up. Comment below what you want to know, and I'll like try to get back in the next video with what that was. Yeah, if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, comment. I just wanted to like let you guys know what was up with me in this week or this past week, because I did say I was gonna put a video out explaining my process this week. Try to like post another video like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I'm really trying to like push these videos out, but sometimes I can just forget. To be completely honest. Anything else, I really hope that I inspired other people, and that's people in general, not boys, not girls, just anyone, whoever. I hope I inspired you to take risks. because you just never know. You'll never ever know what's gonna happen unless you take the risk. We gotta stop being afraid to live our best lives. All right, guys, peace out.